Alright, what up, you schmucks? Filian and Shylily are hosting the 2024 Vtuber Awards, so I thought, why not make a video on it? I'm gonna look at the nominees, vote, and go over my picks. This goes without saying, but some of my votes are gonna be more biased than others, so if you got a problem with that, go vote. With that being said, let's get this shit rolling. For best chatting, my vote goes to Fauna. Out of these four, she's the one I'm most familiar with. She's got a naturally soft, gentle voice that's soothing and very mother-like. Not only is she funny and entertaining, but she's also a fucking nerd. She talked about string theory, eusocial species, space, and some nerd shit called the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Personally, I love nerdy women. They talk about things that you wouldn't expect from most women. Her nerd tangents are very thought-provoking, which adds an extra layer of charm. I could listen to her yap for hours on how 5G radiation turns frogs gay, and I wouldn't be bored because her voice just hits you right in the G-spot. It's like a serotonin overdose for your ears, and for that, Fauna easily got my vote. For best art VTuber, Raura easily got my vote. I love drawing, so I have a special attachment towards artists like Ina and Raura, but I'm picking Raura because I love memes and brain rot. Not only is she an amazing artist, but she's also very funny. She's one of the silliest members in Hololive on par with Bibu, who's also my Oshi. In short, she's an artist with a sense of humor, and that's why she got my vote. For best FPS VTuber, I'm giving it to Dokibird. I can't think of a bigger Apex Legends addict than Dokibird. I've been seeing her participating in FPS tournaments ever since she was Selen Totski. She's been placing first or very high. Plus, I have a lot of respect for Dokibird as a content creator. I don't listen to ASMR unless it's done by these two, but since they're not on this list, I'm giving it to Fauna. For best music VTuber, I had a hard time picking between Callie and Suisei, since they're both amazing musicians. Both of them rightfully deserve to be here, but I picked Callie since I have more of her songs on my music playlist. For best tech VTuber, this one was a tough one. I don't watch these VTubers, but I occasionally see clips of them. I had a hard time picking between Vettel and Ulslab. Ulslab does a bunch of cool shit on his streams. I've seen clips of his hot pot toilet, uranium Korean barbecue, his IRL FNAF setup, and porting Doom on a fucking calculator. This dude creates some pretty wacky, entertaining streams. However, the award specifies who pushes the boundaries on VTubing tech, and to my knowledge, nothing Ulslab has done has anything to do with VTubing. That would go to Vettel for creating an AI VTuber. I'll admit, I could be wrong since I don't follow these VTubers too heavily, but so far, my vote is going to Vettel. For funniest VTuber, Bibu was the easiest choice of my life. I can't think of anyone more brain rot than Bibu. She's like a modern day Santa Claus that's always shitting out new memes every week. She's got a silly, childish demeanor that's always inserting Zoomer terms every chance she gets. The amount of clips and memes I see of her on a daily basis doesn't compare to the other nominees. So yeah, my vote is going to Bibu. For most chaotic, Pippa was the easiest choice for me. You can go on YouTube and you'll find clips of her saying the most out-of-pocket shit that you would never expect a person to say. The nonsense that comes out of this rabbit's mouth is a fucking work of art. Name me another VTuber who jokes about homophobia and racism. Name me another VTuber who rages about shooting up a Walmart in Minecraft. Name me another VTuber who talks about how the death penalty is based, cause it's definitely not these three. To me, Pippa is an unpredictable wildcard, and that's why she easily earns my vote. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I hate this category. I understand why it's here. The hidden gem category gives underrated VTubers a chance to shine. But the thing is, most voters are going into this not knowing who these people are. I'm sure all of them are amazing people. For these VTubers to be nominated, they had to have had a big enough following of dedicated fans to nominate them. But currently at this moment in time, I genuinely do not care who these people are. And because of that, I just voted for whoever had the hottest model. Simple as that. For Rising Star, Pale was the easiest choice. I don't watch many Japanese VTubers, and I don't watch many comfy VTubers either, but Pale is an exception. Even though she's Japanese, she mostly speaks broken English. Combine that with her soft, gentle voice, and that's bound to give someone diabetes. I'm always having a good time whenever I'm watching Pale clips or tuning into her streams, and for that, Pale easily got my vote. For League of Their Own, my vote goes to Iron Mouse. Her background and rise to stardom is one of the most inspiring stories in VTubing. For those who don't know, she has an immune deficiency disorder. Her body is always in a weak state because her body doesn't produce enough white blood cells to fight infections, and because of that, it leaves her bedridden. Most people in her shoes would have already given up on life, but Iron Mouse didn't let that stop her from living her life. That didn't stop her from being a VTuber, and that didn't stop her from making a positive impact on the world and inspiring others. And for that, I'm voting for Iron Mouse. For Mr. VTuber, I'm voting for Porcelain Maid, since he's got a waifu skin. That's it. For Miss VTuber, I'm voting for Kiara. She's got some of the most beautiful outfits in terms of quantity and quality. And if you've seen her outfits she wears in Chimera and Mirage, holy fuck, that makes Destroy Your Dick December fucking easy. Kiara easily gets my vote. For Ryzen VTuber org, V4 Mirai was the easiest choice of my life. It isn't just a VTuber agency. All the talents are students of a futuristic school known as Mirai Magical Academy, with V Sensei as their teacher. It's one of the few agencies that has world built into its lore. Not to mention, I have 2 Oshis from V4 Mirai that I love with all my heart and soul, that being Alias Anano and Remkana Shibari. They'll always have a special place in my heart, and for that reason, I'm voting for V4 Mirai, because I want to see my Oshis happy. I'm proud to say they've earned my vote. For most dedicated fanbase, this one easily goes to the Dragoons. During the month of January 2024, Selene was missing and not a single person knew where she was. The only people who knew was Niji Sanji, the company she worked for. Y'all wanna know who questioned Niji Sanji during that time? Y'all wanna know who started the hashtag Where's Selene in regards to her well-being? The fucking Dragoons. Now I'm sure anyone would do the same if their Oshi was missing, but the difference is that out of these 4 fan bases, the Dragoons have done that. They've proven their loyalty, and naturally they supported Doki Bird when she came back, and for that, they got my vote. Out of these 4 amazing, well-respected VTuber agencies, my vote is going to FaZe Connect. What I value in a VTuber agency is the interpersonal connection between VTubers and their audience, and without question, they have the most genuine group of talents VTubing has to offer. You will never see talents as unhinged and unfiltered as the FaZe Connect talents. If Hololive excels in idol culture, then FaZe Connect excels in streaming culture. They don't rely on putting up a fake cutie persona. A good number of them can speak their mind and joke about dark humor without being held back by a company contract. Not to mention, seeing these talents talking about their personal struggles and talking about how grateful they are for their fans is the realest shit ever. And lastly, FaZe Connect covered the cost of table fees and booths for all the vendors at Offkai Expo. It's a selfless act of kindness that shows how much they care about artists and the VTuber community. FaZe Connect easily earns my vote for Best VTuber Agency. For VTuber Parent of the Year, I voted for Nanolis. She creates some of the hottest character models in VTubing. I'm confident that you've seen at least one of her designs, and that's because so many popular VTubers commission her. Not to mention, she's a VTuber herself, and my god is her model fucking gorgeous. Nanolis easily got my vote. For Best VTuber Event, I voted Holo GTA. Getting to see nearly every member playing together was fucking magical. There's probably more clips of Holo GTA than there are episodes of One Piece because of how many perspectives and interactions that happen within that 6-day time frame. Some of my favorite moments was seeing Bibu being a fucking menace with a rocket launcher, Fuomoko crashing and not noticing Korone flying out of the ambulance, and Bae and Mume failing to rob a store. I would name more, but I don't want this segment to go on forever. But yeah, Holo GTA easily got my vote. For Stream Game of the Year, Liar's Bar was the easiest pick of my life. Here you get to play and interact with your Oshi, unlike in Elden Ring and Lethal Company, where you need to download mods in order to do that. And even though Backshot Roulette has PvP, the learning curve is far higher than Liar's Bar. You have to be strategic with your item usage, where in Liar's Bar, there's more luck involved. All you're doing is calling someone else's bluff, making it more accessible to newcomers. Not to mention, the art style is funny and memorable. For Gamer of the Year, you know I gotta vote for my girl Bibu. Along with being a god gamer at Souls-like games, she's also my favorite meme lord. Even if the other nominees are more hardcore gamers than Bibu, that wouldn't change my vote, cause I'm doing it for my Oshi. For Best Lutuber, I voted Squeedchan. Not only does she draw spicy not safe for work art, but if you've seen her IRL bod, that's enough to get your neurons firing. She's thick and wears some pretty interesting clothes. I have no clue why these shorts have holes on the side, but I'm sold. For VTuber of the Year, it just makes sense to vote for Iron Mouse. I already explained why she's in a league of her own. As boring as it is seeing Iron Mouse win Best VTuber in every award show, at the same time, I honestly don't know who deserves it more than Mousy. She's just an amazing individual in every way, shape, and form. Along with being an amazing entertainer, she helps the less fortunate by commissioning artists and donating the money she earns to charity, and inspires hope in others due to her condition. For me, Iron Mouse easily earned my vote for VTuber of the Year. Alright, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and sub to the channel. Alright, see ya.